And up here I've got a cheese sauce that I've already prepared for our kale gratin. I'm going to touch on that real quick. I can actually turn this off and set it down for a moment. So this cheese sauce that we made is really pretty simple. Melt a couple tablespoons of butter, 2 to 3 tablespoons of flour, and basically you're making a roux. If anybody was here on our, I think it was the first one that we did, the first seminar we did, we made a roux. And this is basically to thicken sauces and soups and such. It's equal parts of flour, equal parts of butter. And you cook it on low heat until the flour absorbs the butter, and you've got a thick, kind of chunky, it's called roux. I don't know how else to explain it, but the consistency is like Play-Doh almost. So we're going to make our roux, and then we're going to add our butter, or our milk to our roux, and then we're going to add our cheese over low heat. We're going to cook this and constantly stirring this so we get a nice creamy cheese sauce. And cheese sauces are very nice, and you can hold this and save it for later, put it in your refrigerator, and just warm it back up on low heat, stirring it constantly so it doesn't burn. So I'm going to now take out the kale, which we have already steamed in the back. And this stuff is an Italian kale, as opposed to a Russian kale, which are the two most common kinds. And this is exactly what it looks like raw. And it's got a pretty nice, firm, bumpy texture. It's got a sweet flavor after the frost. It's good. It's fine how it is to eat in salads and such as well. The kale is pretty versatile. You can use it in soups. You can use it in your salad. You can chop it and saute it. You can steam it. You can make it au gratin. You can do a lot of different things. It's really versatile. And
That's how it cooks up.
this is how it cooks up.
Like spinach.
It's like spinach, and it's higher in nutrition. It's much better for you. To finish this off, we're just gonna we've steamed our kale. And this, I wanted to bring this out because this is an awesome steamer pot. It's a 8-quart kettle, and it's got a steamer in it, a strainer and everything. Sometimes they're deeper, and so this is a shallow one. This actually came with a deep strainer as well, so you could, say, do your greens up here and put steamed carrots or potatoes in the bottom at the same time. So it's really good. This was, I think, $40. It came with a lid and another small pot that came with it. And it's just important to use good cookware when you're preparing your food. So now we're going to take our cheese sauce. It's still nice. And we're just going to pour it right over our kale. And this is cheddar cheese and jack cheese. Mm-hmm. So we've used mostly cheddar in this, probably 3/4 cheddar and 1/4 jack. And you only need to cut off the very hard parts of the kale stem. This has actually been cut off, so usually if you buy kale, or if you do buy it, it's usually bunched at the bottom. You can cut it off right above the bunch. Any part of the stalk really that doesn't have leaf is what I cut off, and this again is done. And I'll just line it all up, bunch it, and take a chop. I would put this in my compost or my soup stock. And we'll finish up this kale gratin recipe. I'm going to top this off with some Parmesan cheese, and then I'm going to ask Claude to throw this in the oven. And this is some conventional store-bought Parmesan. I would definitely recommend using some grated stuff of your own, of course, but we're using some conveniences today.